Hey y'all, Dr. Seth back this week to talk about animals. Last week we looked under logs for fungi. This week we're going to look under logs and see what animals we can find. So here we've got some termites crawling around down there. So we have an earthworm. So earthworms are phylum Annelida. They're segmented worms that you can sort of see here. Here are a few more invertebrates. There is a centipede, which is one of that fourth group of the arthropods. And then you can also see a few different snails there, so some mollusks on this rotten log. There's a little inchworm dangling from a tree and spinning around in the air. This is a larva of an insect. There are also lots of invertebrates who live in the water, including fresh water. Here in this stream, I just pulled off this rock, and if you can see this little guy curled up, that's a caddisfly larva. It's an insect larva. And that pile of sand and gravel next to him, that's a little case that he lives in. When I poked at it, he came out to say hello, and now I'm happy and is hiding. So that's an example of an aquatic arthropod. Here are some water striders. These are insects that don't live in the water exactly. They actually walk on the surface of the water. So more members of phylum Arthropoda here. In this pool there are a bunch of little fish, members of the ray-finned fish class of vertebrates swimming around. Here in this tree we've got a blue jay, which is a bird, part of the reptiles and birds, the sauropsids. And here we have everybody's favorite large local birds, the Canada geese. Another member of the class of birds and reptiles. Another arthropod you may see many of are the dragonflies and damselflies. They like to hang out around the water. They actually lay their eggs in the water and grow the first half of their lives as aquatic larvae, and then later will emerge and fly around. And in both stages they are predators, so this dragonfly is flying around probably eating mosquitoes and other small flies as they come out of this pond. And close up on our goose here, who has come to see what I am doing and will I feed it, most importantly. There's a gray squirrel doing gray squirrel stuff, running away. None of us can go to the beach right now, but if we could, we might find things like this sand dollar, which is an echinoderm, and this shell here, which is a bivalve mollusk. So your goal is to go out and to see invertebrates from two different phyla. So we saw today a bunch of different arthropods, some insects and a crustacean. We saw an annelid, an earthworm. You might also see mollusks, you might see snails or slugs. And then you also want to see two different classes of vertebrates. So just walking around today, we saw a number of birds. You might also see a lizard or a snake or a turtle, which would also fit in the same class with the birds, the reptiles and birds class. We saw a tadpole, really briefly, an amphibian. We saw some ray-finned fish. And we saw a squirrel, a mammal, and you might also see a number of other different mammals. Avoid taking pictures of your cat or your dog when there's so many other cool things out there you can take pictures of. Good luck, have fun. I hope you enjoy seeing the animals in your neighborhood.